Have you ever wondered why the smallest, dumbest things can make you explode? A slow driver, a silly comment online, a co-worker who says something clueless. It's almost embarrassing how fast a tiny irritation can hijack your entire day. But here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not the thing that angers you. It's the control you give away in that moment. That's why the Stoics treated anger as a silent enemy. Not loud, not dramatic, but corrosive. Epictetus warned, you can't control events, only your response. And if you let every trivial thing trigger you, you're not living, you're reacting. Today, we're going to change that. In this video, you'll learn 7 Stoic strategies to stop getting angry at stupid things. The small annoyances that steal your focus, drain your energy, and make you feel powerless. By the end, you'll know exactly how to stay calm, composed, and in control, no matter how foolish the world becomes. 1. The Stoic pause. The moment that saves you from yourself. Before anger takes over, there's always a tiny window, a brief, invisible pause, where you still have full control. Most people never notice it. They react before they even realize what's happening. But Stoics, they trained themselves to live inside that pause. Every explosion has a spark, a stupid comment, a rude tone, a careless action, something small, something insignificant, yet it hits you like a punch. And the instinct is immediate. React, fire back, prove your point, show you're not someone to mess with. But here's the painful reality. The first reaction is almost always the wrong one. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." He wasn't talking about big tragedies. He was talking about the little irritations that try to hijack your day, the things that make you angry for 5 seconds but ruin your mood for 5 hours. The Stoic pause is the antidote. When you feel irritation rising, your brain floods with impulses. The Stoic move isn't to fight them. It's to pause long enough for them to lose their grip. Here's what that looks like in real life. You're in traffic. Someone cuts you off. Your chest tightens. Your jaw clenches. Your mind screams, react, honk, yell, show them. But instead, you take one slow breath. Just one. In that breath, something shifts. You step out of the emotional fog. You see the situation for what it is. A random driver who doesn't even know you exist. Someone whose poor judgment doesn't deserve a single second of your peace. That's the power of the pause. The same thing happens at work. A co-worker makes a clueless comment in a meeting. Your instinct wants to snap. You want to correct them, call them out, make sure everyone sees how wrong they are. But the Stoic pause stops you. It asks one quiet question. Is this worth my energy? Most of the time, the honest answer is no. Not even close. The pause isn't weakness. It's not passiveness. It's power on a leash. Choosing not to attack just because you're capable of attacking. Epictetus taught that every strong emotion has a pre-emotion, a first wave that hits before you choose your response. It's automatic, it's human, but what you do next is optional. That's where freedom begins. Inside the pause, you create space. Inside that space, you regain perspective. And with perspective, the anger dissolves because it no longer has oxygen. The Stoic pause is built on 3 steps. 1. Pause. Even 2 seconds is enough. The body freezes, the mind catches up. 2. Breathe. A slow exhale signals your brain you're not in danger. Anger loses its power. 3. Re-question. Ask, does this deserve my peace, or is this just my ego wanting control? 9 out of 10 times you'll realize it's just ego. The part of you that wants the world to be perfect, predictable, and respectful at all times. But the world isn't like that. People aren't like that. Stoics understood, you cannot control chaos, but you can prevent it from living in your mind. And here's the beauty. The more you practice the pause, the larger that window becomes. Your reactions slow, your clarity grows, your dignity returns. You stop being dragged by every irritation, and you start choosing your responses like a calm warrior. Measured, intentional, unshakable. Action challenge. Today, just once, when something stupid triggers you, don't react. Pause, breathe, question, choose. One small victory over anger is one giant step toward mastering yourself. 2. Reframe the insult. Nothing is actually an insult until you accept it. Most anger doesn't come from what people say. It comes from what we think their words mean. A stranger makes a dumb comment. A friend says something careless. Someone online leaves a rude reply, and instantly your mind interprets it as an attack. But here's the Stoic truth. An insult only becomes an insult when you agree to carry it. Epictetus taught that what disturbs you is not what happens, but your opinion about it. That single idea can dismantle half the anger in your life. Because most stupid things that upset you were never truly about you. People react from their mood, their stress, their insecurities, their ignorance, their biases, or simply their bad habits. And yet you absorb their words as if they're accurate descriptions of who you are. Imagine someone calls you incompetent. Before the insult reaches your mind, there's a fact, a sound from someone's mouth. Everything after that is interpretation. Your ego fills the silence. They disrespected me. They're judging me. I need to defend myself. But what if you asked a different question? What does this say about them? Suddenly, the power shifts. A rude person exposes their upbringing, not your worth. A jealous person attacks your confidence, not your character. An ignorant person reveals their limitations, not yours. That's the Stoic reframe. People reveal themselves through their disrespect. Their words act like mirrors, but mirrors that show their reflection, not yours. When you understand that, their insults lose their sting. Let's take a common scenario. You're in a conversation, offering a suggestion, and someone responds with a sarcastic, dismissive remark. Your ego wants revenge. Your pride wants to snap back. But the Stoic mind pauses and reframes. This isn't about me. This is about their insecurity. This isn't an insult. This is their lack of emotional maturity. This isn't a threat. It's a sign they're struggling internally. Reframing doesn't mean you tolerate disrespect. It means you refuse to personalize it. Because the moment you personalize it, you hand your peace over to someone who hasn't even earned your attention. Here's another example. Someone on social media calls you an idiot. Your instinct is to reply, defend your point, prove them wrong. But once again ask, what kind of person comments like this? What does that say about their life, not mine? Suddenly, the anger fades. You see reality. It's not a battle worth fighting. Stoics didn't fear insults because they understood something most people never realize. Words only have the meaning you give them. If a child says something cruel, you don't get offended. You understand they don't know better. If an adult behaves like a child, the same rule applies. So here's the practical Stoic technique. Step 1. Depersonalize the words. Hear them as raw noise, not judgments about you. Step 2. Identify the source. Is this coming from insecurity, ignorance, stress, projection? Step 3. Reassign the meaning. Instead of "they insulted me," switch to "they exposed their character." This shift gives you emotional immunity. You stop absorbing the energy of people who haven't earned the right to affect you. You stop responding to every clueless remark, and you stop taking on battles that don't belong to you. Reason dissolves anger. Perspective kills irritation. And reframing returns your power to where it belongs, inside your control, not in the hands of people behaving foolishly. Action challenge. Think of 3 comments that recently upset you. Rewrite each one with a Stoic reframe. What does this say about them, not me? Do this, and half your anger disappears overnight. 3. The control filter. Stop trying to fix things that aren't yours. Nothing creates pointless anger faster than trying to control things that were never yours to control. Stupid comments, rude behavior, other people's ignorance, traffic, delays, tone of voice. All the tiny irritations that hijack your peace have one thing in common. They belong to someone else's behavior, not your responsibility. The Stoics understood a simple but brutal truth. Most of your suffering comes from trying to control things that live entirely outside your reach. Epictetus said it clearly. Some things are in your control and some are not. And anger, it thrives when you blur that line. Here's what usually happens. Someone says something dumb. You feel that spark of irritation, and your mind instantly shifts into fix mode. I need them to understand. I need them to act right. I need them to respect me. I need them to stop being stupid. But you can't control someone else's intelligence, self-awareness, upbringing, discipline, or emotional maturity. You can't control how they speak, what they think, or how they react. You can control whether you let their behavior enter your mental space. So the Stoics created a filter, a mental gate, that sorts everything into 2 categories. Column A, things I control. My responses, my interpretation, my tone, my decisions, my effort, my standards. Column B, things I don't control. Their mood, their attitude, their ignorance, their mistakes, their timing, their emotional baggage. Every time you're angry at something small, it's almost guaranteed that your mind is fighting something in column B. Let's take an example. You're at work. A co-worker interrupts you mid-sentence and says something half-witted. Your instinct is to correct them, raise your tone, reclaim your pride. But the Stoic control filter asks a sharp question. Is this mine to fix? The answer is almost always no. Because you can't fix their lack of awareness, you can't fix their communication style, you can't fix their ego, you can only fix your reaction. And the moment you refocus on what's yours, the anger loses its leverage. Here's a real-life illustration. You're having a good morning, coffee in hand, clear mind. Then a stranger online replies to your post with something idiotic. A part of you wants to go to war. But your control filter steps in. This is just noise. It's not mine. And with that, emotional freedom returns. The control filter works because it forces your mind to shift from reaction to responsibility. From why are they like this? To what can I choose right now? The greatest Stoic warriors weren't calm because the world was calm. They were calm because they refused to let the world dictate their inner state. Here's how to use the control filter in real time. Step 1. Notice the spark. Feel that first punch of irritation? That's your cue. Step 2. Ask the question. Is this in my control? Step 3. Sort it. If yes, act with clarity. If no, let go instantly. Step 4. Redirect. Return your attention to what is yours, your tone, your breath, your next step. Anger becomes powerless when responsibility becomes precise. You don't need to agree with people. You don't need to fix them. You don't need to educate them. You don't need to carry their chaos home with you. Your peace is too expensive to spend on things you never controlled in the first place. Action challenge. Take out a sheet of paper. Draw 2 columns. Left, my control. Right, not my control. Now fill them with the real irritations you've faced this week. You'll be shocked to see that almost every stupid thing that made you angry sits on the right column, the side you should have released instantly. Master this filter and stupid things stop owning you. 4. Choose the size of the problem. Don't let small things ruin your entire day. One of the fastest ways to stop getting angry at stupid things is brutally simple. Stop giving small problems giant power. Most people don't get angry because life is truly hard. They get angry because they treat every minor irritation like a full-scale crisis. A spilled coffee, a slow reply, someone chewing loudly, a stranger being rude, a comment delivered in the wrong tone. None of these are life-threatening, but your mind reacts as if they are. The Stoics knew this flaw well. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it's endurable, then endure it. If it's not, then stop complaining." In other words, if something is small, treat it as small. If it's big, handle it. But don't sit in useless anger. The modern mind does the opposite. It magnifies, it dramatizes, it makes mountains out of breadcrumbs. You burn hours being angry at things that didn't deserve even a minute. So here's the Stoic correction. Assign the true size to the problem before reacting. Picture this. You're at a cafe. The barista gets your order wrong. Your instinct wants to flare up. You paid for something, you didn't get it. But pause and classify. Is this a level 10 problem or a level 2 inconvenience? It's almost always a 1 or 2. But when you treat a level 2 problem with level 10 anger, you drain your energy, poison your mood, and waste your day. Worse, you surrender your dignity to a moment that didn't deserve it. Think about the last time you were angry over something trivial. 5 hours later, did it matter? 5 days later, did you even remember it? Anger fools you into thinking the moment is enormous. Perspective reminds you it's tiny. Stoics practiced shrinking problems on purpose. They mentally zoomed out and asked, will this matter tomorrow? In a month? In a year? If not, why am I letting it dominate my emotions now? This mental zoom out instantly deflates most irritations. Let's use a real example. You're driving and someone cuts you off. Your heart jumps, adrenaline spikes, and for a second it feels huge. But then the Stoic lens asks, is this truly a threat? Or just an inconvenience I'll forget in 10 minutes? You realize it's nothing. A flicker. A moment. Not worth losing your peace over. Here's the truth many people never accept. Not all problems deserve an emotional reaction. Not all frustrations deserve your inner fire. Not every irritation deserves a place in your mind. When you give small things big energy, you live a small life. Your peace becomes fragile and your emotional stability depends on the world behaving perfectly, which it never will. So here's the Stoic method to reclaim control. Step 1. Rate the irritation on a 1-10 scale. Be brutally honest. Most huge problems are actually a 2. Step 2. Match your emotional response to the rating. Level 2 problem, level 2 reaction. Short, calm, dismissive. Step 3. Decide if it's even worthy of a reaction at all. Most stupid things aren't. Silence is often the most honorable response. Step 4. Move your focus to something meaningful. Your goals, your values, your priorities. Not the nonsense that tries to steal your attention. The moment you stop letting every tiny irritation shake you, you begin to live like someone who owns their internal world. Steady, grounded, untouchable. Anger becomes rare, peace becomes your default, and small problems finally return to their rightful place. Small. Action challenge. For the next 7 days, keep an annoyance log. Every time something triggers you, write it down and rate it from 1 to 10. By the end of the week, you will see the truth. Almost everything that made you angry was too small to deserve a reaction. 5. Emotional minimalism. Protect your peace. Like it's expensive. Here's a truth most people never realize. Your peace is a luxury. And every time you get angry at something stupid, you're spending that luxury on something worthless. Emotional minimalism is the Stoic art of conserving your inner energy, refusing to let trivial nonsense drain what's valuable. Just like minimalists eliminate useless objects from their homes, Stoics eliminate useless reactions from their minds. Because nothing steals joy faster than overreacting to the insignificant. Think about your average day. How many small things try to provoke you? A co-worker's passive tone, a family member's unnecessary comment, a stranger's attitude, a notification that disrupts your focus, a pointless argument online. Most people hand over their peace instantly. But the Stoic approach is the opposite. You guard your emotional energy like a fortress. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning that he would meet people who were arrogant, annoying, ignorant, rude, or selfish. And yet he refused to let any of them disturb his inner state. He understood that peace isn't found in a quiet world. Peace is found in a disciplined mind. Emotional minimalism is this discipline in action. Instead of reacting to everything, you learn to respond to almost nothing. Instead of fighting every irritation, you decide most of them don't deserve a single second of your mental space. Instead of engaging in drama, you walk away with dignity. It's not avoidance. It's not weakness. It's prioritization. Your energy, attention, and emotional clarity are finite resources. When you waste them on stupid things, you starve the things that actually matter. Imagine you wake up with a limited number of emotional coins. If you spend them on pettiness, irritation, gossip, and pointless disputes, you'll have nothing left for your purpose, your growth, your relationships, your well-being. But when you adopt emotional minimalism, your coins go only where they create real value. Here's what emotional minimalism looks like in practice. 1. You stop responding to provocations. Someone tries to drag you into an argument. Your answer is silence. Not because you're scared, because you don't waste energy explaining yourself to chaos. 2. You detach from other people's moods. Someone's grumpy morning isn't your responsibility. Someone's insecurity isn't your burden. Someone's resentment isn't your problem. 3. You choose peace over being right. Winning arguments doesn't make your life better. Keeping your composure does. 4. You decide what deserves your reaction, and most things don't. The world doesn't earn access to your emotional center just because it exists. 5. You don't attend every fight you're invited to. Some battles are beneath you. Let others wrestle with their inner chaos. You stay above it. This discipline creates a quiet strength that people notice. You become the steady one, the grounded one, the person who doesn't get shaken by nonsense. That's real power. Emotional minimalism doesn't remove irritation from life. It just prevents irritation from owning you. Let's take a real example. A co-worker makes a snarky comment. Normally, you'd react, you'd push back, you'd match their tone. But now you take a slow breath and think, this isn't worth spending my peace on. You give a neutral, minimal response, or none at all. You move on while they stay stuck in their own negativity. That's emotional wealth. That's maturity. People expect you to play their emotional game. They want you triggered, defensive, spiraling. When you stay calm, you starve their power. This is why Stoics say, disengage with dignity, not out of fear, but out of self-respect. Your peace is the currency of your life. Spend it only on what matters. Action challenge. For the next 24 hours, every time something tries to provoke you, respond with either not worth it, a neutral, all right, or complete silence. Track how many conflicts die the moment you refuse to give them energy. Emotional minimalism isn't about caring less, it's about caring smarter. 6. Build a higher standard. A strong mind doesn't break over small things. The smaller your purpose, the easier it is for small things to upset you. The larger your purpose, the less patience you have for nonsense. This is one of the deepest Stoic truths. People who snap over trivial things are people who haven't built anything bigger to live for. When your mind has no mission, Every irritation becomes a disruption. When your mind does have a mission, irritations become invisible. Look at anyone with a strong sense of direction. Entrepreneurs, leaders, artists, athletes, warriors, parents carrying real responsibilities. They simply don't have the bandwidth to get rattled by stupidity. Why? Because their internal standards are high. And high standards naturally filter out low-level distractions. Marcus Aurelius wasn't bothered by petty annoyances because he was running an empire. Epictetus didn't waste time arguing with rude people because he was busy mastering himself. Seneca didn't engage in trivial anger because he was too focused on sharpening wisdom. In modern life, your empire isn't a kingdom. It's your mindset, your growth, your craft, your health, your values, your goals. And if those things aren't defined, anything and anyone can disrupt you. Here's the Stoic rule. Raise your standard, and stupid things can no longer reach you. Let's break this down. When you operate with low standards, you expect the world to behave perfectly. You want everyone to be polite, logical, aware, efficient, emotionally intelligent. But the world isn't like that. People will be messy. People will be selfish. People will be clueless. People will make mistakes. People will annoy you. If your standard is, everyone must treat me perfectly, you'll live angry. But if your standard is, I stay disciplined regardless of others, you become unshakable. Here's a practical example. A man with no purpose spends his day irritated, complaining about slow drivers, rude strangers, minor inconveniences. He's emotionally fragile because he has nothing anchoring him. A man with a mission wakes up at 5, trains, works on himself, builds something, focuses on growth, protects his time. He doesn't collapse over small frustrations because he's too busy aiming at something meaningful. Purpose builds emotional armor. When you focus on your higher goals, your tolerance for pettiness drops naturally. You simply don't care enough to react. Your anger becomes selective, reserved only for things that truly matter. This is why Stoics emphasize value hierarchy. When your life is organized around principles, priorities, and long-term aims, you stop giving emotional access to trivialities. Here's how to build that higher standard. 1. Define your mission. What are you building? Who are you becoming? Where are you aiming? Without a direction, every irritation feels huge. 2. Set personal rules. For example, I don't raise my voice at stupidity. I protect my focus. I choose dignity over reaction. Rules turn emotional chaos into clarity. 3. Guard your attention. Attention is the gateway to anger. If you let every little thing enter your mind, the world will break you down piece by piece. 4. Measure yourself by your standards, not other people's behavior. Someone being rude doesn't justify you losing your center. Someone being careless doesn't give you permission to lose your discipline. Your standard is who you are, not who they are. Here's a powerful truth. When you rise, small things fall away. The higher you climb, the quieter stupidity becomes. It's not that the world gets smarter, it's that you stop lowering yourself to meet it. When your purpose is big, your anger becomes small. When your direction is clear, your reactions are calm. When your standards are high, your peace becomes non-negotiable. Action challenge. Write down 5 values or goals that define the best version of you. Now ask yourself, would the strongest version of me get angry at this? Let your standard, not your impulses, decide your reactions. A strong mind doesn't break over small things. It rises above them. 7. Detach from the outcome. Don't let every interaction pull you into a battle. One of the biggest reasons we get angry at stupid things is because we're secretly attached to outcomes that don't matter. We want conversations to go smoothly. We want people to understand us. We want everyone to behave logically. We want fairness. We want respect. We want maturity. And even when we're dealing with someone careless, dramatic, or clueless, we still expect them to act right. When they don't, anger rises. Not because of what they did, but because of what we expected. Stoics solved this problem with one principle: detach from the outcome, control the input, release the rest. You don't control how people receive your words. You don't control whether they agree with you. You don't control if they appreciate your effort, respect your boundaries, or understand your point. You don't control whether they act right or act ridiculous. You control one thing: your contribution to the situation. And the moment you stop trying to control outcomes is the moment your anger begins to die. Let's look at a common scenario. You explain something clearly. You do everything right, yet someone still responds with something senseless. Your instinct is to defend yourself, clarify again, push harder. But the Stoic mind pauses and says, "I did my part. Their reaction is not mine." Detachment is not coldness. It's not indifference. It's clarity, knowing where your responsibility ends. Most anger comes from crossing that line. Think of the last time you were annoyed with someone. Was it because of what they did? Or because they didn't deliver the outcome you wanted? You wanted them to listen. You wanted them to apologize. You wanted them to change. You wanted them to understand. You wanted them to be better. And they didn't. Expectations create emotional traps. Detachment breaks them. Here's a powerful truth. You cannot force maturity into someone who hasn't developed it. You cannot force logic into someone ruled by emotion. You cannot force respect from someone who lacks self-respect. You cannot force clarity from someone committed to confusion. So why let them control your peace? Stoics mastered the art of disengagement, not out of bitterness, but out of wisdom. Epictetus taught that suffering comes from wanting the world to match your desires. Peace comes from aligning your desires with reality. And reality is simple. People will be inconsistent. People will misunderstand you. People will say stupid things. People will project their issues onto you. People will assume, blame, lash out, get defensive, talk in circles. That's their life. Your life is choosing not to participate in the chaos. Here's the Stoic technique for detachment in real time. Step 1. Identify your role. What is yours to do? Communicate clearly. Yes. Stay calm. Yes. Set boundaries. Yes. Fix their reaction. No. Step 2. Deliver your part with clarity and dignity. Say what needs to be said, once. Calmly. You don't owe repetition. Step 3. Release the outcome. If they understand, great. If they don't, that's life. Move on. Step 4. Walk away when needed. Not every interaction deserves closure. Not every conversation deserves a victory. Sometimes the win is simply not getting dragged in. When you detach, you gain a quiet power that people feel. You stop over-explaining. You stop chasing validation. You stop arguing with irrationality. You stop letting fools pull you into their theater. You choose peace over performance, clarity over chaos, direction over distraction. Here's a real example. Someone sends you a passive-aggressive message. Old you reacts, explains, clarifies, defends. New you reads it, breathes, responds minimally, or not at all, because you know you're not responsible for managing their emotional mess. That's detachment. That's self-respect. Action challenge. This week, when someone says or does something dumb, ask yourself, am I reacting to the action or to the outcome I'm demanding from them? Then choose the Stoic path. Do your part. Detach. Move on. The less you cling to outcomes, the less the world can disturb you. 8. Stoic protocol. 30 seconds to kill the anger. When something stupid tries to provoke you, you don't need a long speech, a therapy session, or a deep philosophical debate. You need a protocol, a short, sharp sequence that pulls you out of the emotional fire before it burns your entire day. This is the Stoic 30-second protocol. Use it the very moment irritation appears. 1. Pause. 3 seconds. Freeze the reaction. Don't speak. Don't move. Interrupt the emotional impulse before it becomes behavior. 2. Breathe. 5 seconds. Slow exhale through the nose. This tells your brain, I'm not threatened, and stops anger from escalating. 3. Label the emotion out of 5 seconds. Say to yourself, I'm irritated. I'm triggered. I feel disrespected. Naming the emotion weakens it. Your brain shifts from reaction to observation. 4. Shrink the problem. 7 seconds. Ask, is this a level 2 problem pretending to be a level 10? 9 times out of 10, the answer is yes. Perspective kills the drama instantly. 5. Choose your standard. 5 seconds. Ask, what would the strongest version of me do? Not the emotional version, not the impulsive version, the disciplined version. 6. Respond or walk away. 5 seconds. If it's worth addressing, speak calmly and briefly. If it's not, disengage with dignity. Walking away isn't weakness, it's mastery. In just 30 seconds, you go from reactive to intentional, from emotional to rational, from triggered to untouchable. Use this protocol every time a stupid thing tries to own your mood. Soon, irritation won't control you. You'll control the moment. Claim your peace back. You've just learned the core Stoic tools that turn anger into clarity and irritation into nothing more than background noise. Remember this. Most things that try to upset you aren't worth your energy, your attention, or your dignity. You're not here to react to every annoyance. You are here to choose your inner state, deliberately, calmly, powerfully. When someone says something stupid, when life throws small frustrations your way, when chaos tries to pull you in, pause, breathe, use your standards, use your protocol, protect your peace like the valuable currency it is. Because peace isn't given, it's built, and it's defended by the choices you make moment by moment. If this message resonated, let me know in the comments and share it with someone who needs it. And remember your affirmation for today. I choose peace over anger.